Number 1. The earthquake. After Jesus' death, an earthquake shook the land, splitting rocks and causing significant damage. This dramatic response from nature itself is recorded in Matthew 27:51, illustrating a profound earthly reaction to the divine events on the cross. The Gospel of Matthew states, "At that moment the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. The earth shook, the rocks split, and the tombs broke open." This passage emphasizes the seismic event's significance, connecting it to the tearing of the temple veil, which symbolized a new era in the relationship between God and humanity. The earthquake serves not only as a physical manifestation of the monumental event taking place, but also as a symbolic gesture indicating the magnitude of Jesus' sacrifice. In the context of Palestine's seismic activity, this event gains further credibility and weight. The region, known for its geological instability, often experiences tremors and earthquakes, making Matthew's account both plausible and profound. This geological event underscores the momentous impact of Jesus' crucifixion, suggesting that even the earth itself could not remain unaffected by the death of the Son of God. The splitting of the rocks can be seen as nature's mourning for the crucifixion, a divine signal of the significance of Jesus' death, and a precursor to the resurrection that would follow. This moment of cosmic disturbance serves to highlight the breaking of the old covenant and the ushering in of a new era of grace and redemption. The earthquake, therefore, is not just a historical or natural event, but a theologically rich symbol of the transformative power of Jesus' sacrifice. Number 2. The opening of the tombs. Matthew uniquely recounts that tombs opened and many bodies of saints who had died were raised to life. Matthew 27:52-53. According to the Gospel, the tombs broke open and the bodies of many holy people who had died were raised to life. They came out of the tombs after Jesus' resurrection and went into the holy city and appeared to many people. This extraordinary event serves as a powerful testament to Jesus' victory over death and highlights the profound impact of his crucifixion and resurrection. The opening of the tombs and the resurrection of the saints symbolize the breaking of death's hold over humanity. These resurrected saints, who appeared to many in Jerusalem, provide tangible evidence of the new life made possible through Jesus' sacrifice. This moment foreshadows the ultimate resurrection of all believers, affirming the promise of eternal life that Jesus' death and resurrection secured. Theologically, this event underscores the transformative power of Jesus' crucifixion. It signifies the beginning of a new era where death no longer reigns supreme. The appearance of these resurrected saints in Jerusalem serves not only as a miraculous sign but also as a fulfillment of the prophecies regarding the Messiah's triumph over death. This supernatural occurrence reinforces the message of hope and redemption that lies at the heart of the Christian faith. Furthermore, the raised saints can be seen as the first fruits of the resurrection, a concept elaborated upon in later Christian theology. They are a foretaste of the general resurrection at the end of time, affirming the believer's hope in their future resurrection. Their appearance in Jerusalem, the holy city, ties the miraculous event directly to the center of Jewish religious life, emphasizing the continuity and fulfillment of God's promises through Jesus Christ. In essence, the opening of the tombs and the resurrection of the saints stand as a dramatic and supernatural validation of Jesus' power over death, underscoring the new life and eternal hope offered to all through his sacrifice. This event, unique to Matthew's Gospel, enriches the narrative of the crucifixion with profound theological significance, marking the dawn of a new covenant and the ultimate victory over death. Number 3. The tearing of the temple veil. At the moment of Jesus' death, the veil in the temple was torn from top to bottom. Matthew 27:50-51. This veil, which separated the Holy of Holies from the rest of the temple, symbolized the barrier between God and humanity. The Holy of Holies was the most sacred part of the temple, where only the high priest could enter once a year on the Day of Atonement to offer a sacrifice for the sins of the people. The tearing of this veil, therefore, holds profound theological significance. The Gospel of Matthew describes this event, stating, "And when Jesus had cried out again in a loud voice, he gave up his spirit." At that moment, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. This dramatic event signifies the new access to God made available through Jesus' sacrifice. It represents the end of the old covenant and the establishment of a new covenant where direct communion with God is made possible for all believers. In the book of Hebrews, this symbolism is further elaborated. Hebrews 10:19-20 states, "Therefore, brothers and sisters, since we have confidence to enter the most holy place by the blood of Jesus, by a new and living way opened for us through the curtain, that is, his body." Here, the tearing of the veil is linked to Jesus' body being broken on the cross, opening a new and living way for believers to approach God with confidence. The tearing of the veil signifies the removal of the separation between humanity and God. No longer is access to God restricted to a specific place or mediated through a high priest. Through Jesus' death, the ultimate sacrifice has been made, granting believers direct access to God's presence. This event underscores the inclusivity and universality of the new covenant, where all people, regardless of their background, can approach God through faith in Jesus Christ. This moment also symbolizes the fulfillment of Old Testament prophecies regarding the coming of the Messiah and the establishment of a new order. The physical tearing of the veil from top to bottom implies a divine act, indicating that this new access to God is initiated by God himself, not by human effort. It is a powerful visual representation of the new relationship between God and humanity, marked by grace, mercy, and open fellowship. In summary, the tearing of the temple veil at the moment of Jesus' death represents a pivotal shift in the relationship between God and humanity. It marks the end of the old covenant with its rituals and restrictions and the beginning of a new covenant characterized by direct access to God through Jesus Christ. This act embodies the profound spiritual transformation brought about by Jesus' sacrificial death, offering believers a new way to experience God's presence and love. Number 4. Darkness over the land. From noon to 3 p.m., darkness covered the land. Matthew 27:45. This supernatural darkness, occurring in the middle of the day, is a remarkable event that is laden with symbolic and prophetic significance. The Gospel of Matthew records, from noon until 3 in the afternoon, darkness came over all the land. This darkness fulfills the prophecy found in Amos 8:9, which states, "In that day, declares the sovereign Lord, I will make the sun go down at noon and darken the earth in broad daylight." The occurrence of this darkness signifies several profound themes. First, it symbolizes mourning and lamentation. In ancient times, the death of a great man was often marked by darkness or eclipses, suggesting that the cosmos itself was grieving. The timing of this darkness, coinciding with Jesus' crucifixion, indicates a period of profound sorrow and loss, reflecting the immense spiritual and emotional weight of the moment. Second, the darkness represents God's judgment. In biblical literature, darkness is frequently associated with divine judgment and wrath. The prophet Amos's declaration ties darkness directly to a time of divine intervention and reckoning. As Jesus bore the sins of humanity on the cross, this darkness can be seen as a manifestation of God's judgment being poured out, highlighting the gravity of sin and the price of redemption. Third, the timing and nature of this darkness indicate a profound cosmic event, attesting to Jesus' divine identity. This was not a natural occurrence such as an eclipse, which typically lasts only a few minutes. Instead, This darkness lasted for 3 hours, signifying a supernatural event that underscores the unique and divine nature of what was happening. The unnatural darkness during the crucifixion serves as a celestial sign pointing to the extraordinary significance of Jesus' death. This event also reinforces the theological understanding of Jesus as the light of the world. His death, marked by an eerie and symbolic darkness, contrasts sharply with his identity and mission. It highlights the cost of bringing light and salvation to a fallen world, emphasizing the depth of his sacrifice and the darkness of the sin he came to conquer. In summary, the darkness over the land from noon to 3 p.m. during Jesus' crucifixion is a powerful and multifaceted symbol. It fulfills ancient prophecy, signifies mourning and judgment, and marks a cosmic event attesting to Jesus' divine nature. This supernatural darkness serves to underscore the monumental impact of Jesus' death, highlighting the themes of sorrow, judgment, and divine intervention at the heart of the crucifixion narrative. Number 5. The Centurion's Revelation. Witnessing the extraordinary events surrounding Jesus' crucifixion, the Roman centurion overseeing the execution declared, "Truly this was the Son of God." Matthew 27:54. This acknowledgement came from a seasoned soldier, a centurion who was likely well acquainted with the brutal realities of crucifixion and hardened by his role. Yet, he was deeply moved by the supernatural occurrences and Jesus' demeanor during his suffering, leading to a profound moment of revelation. The Gospel of Matthew describes this moment when the centurion and those with him who were guarding Jesus saw the earthquake and all that had happened. They were terrified and exclaimed, "Surely he was the Son of God." This declaration is significant for several reasons. Firstly, it highlights the impact of the supernatural events that accompanied Jesus' death. The darkness, the earthquake, and other extraordinary signs left a powerful impression on those present, convincing even a Roman soldier of Jesus' divine identity. The centurion's statement marks a pivotal recognition of Jesus' innocence and divine nature. Throughout the crucifixion, Jesus displayed remarkable composure and compassion, praying for forgiveness for his executioners and caring for those around him even in his final moments. These actions, coupled with the miraculous signs, led the centurion to see beyond the usual framework of a criminal's execution to recognize the true significance of Jesus' death. This revelation is particularly noteworthy coming from a Roman centurion, as a representative of the occupying power and someone who likely held pagan beliefs. His declaration underscores the universal nature of Jesus' mission and message. It signifies that the recognition of Jesus' divinity is not limited to his followers but extends even to those outside the Jewish faith and those who were directly involved in his crucifixion. The centurion's proclamation, "Truly this was the Son of God," echoes a theme of recognition and revelation that runs throughout the gospel narratives. It is a moment of clarity and truth, where the divine nature of Jesus is acknowledged by an unexpected witness. This confession serves as a powerful testament to the transformative impact of Jesus' death, capable of breaking through the barriers of skepticism, cultural differences, and hardened hearts. In summary, the centurion's revelation at the foot of the cross is a profound moment of recognition and transformation. His declaration, prompted by witnessing the supernatural events and Jesus' extraordinary demeanor, affirms Jesus' divine identity and innocence. This acknowledgement by a Roman soldier underscores the far-reaching and universal significance of Jesus' sacrifice, marking a significant moment in the gospel narrative where the truth of Jesus' identity is revealed to the world. These extraordinary events, from natural upheavals to miraculous resurrections, underscore the profound impact of Jesus' crucifixion. They serve as compelling testimonies to the divine nature of Jesus and the transformative power of his death and resurrection. The account of the centurion, in particular, highlights the immediate and powerful influence of witnessing these divine signs, illustrating the universal and timeless impact of the cross.